She seems peaceful.
My name is Erin Gilbert, Doctor of Particle Physics at...
Hello everyone, welcome to the Bucket List Reviews. I'm Gibran.
And I'm Jasmine.
And today we're going to talk about the new Ghostbusters trailer, the 2016 Ghostbusters.
Yay!
And apparently this trailer has taken the internet by storm because it's considered to be the most disliked film trailer in the history of YouTube. Why is that? Like, where does that come from?
Yeah, I think there's definitely like different groups contributing to this and their thoughts on it. I guess it kind of goes to why did the studio want to do that to begin with, and why they wanted an all-female cast. And I mean, I guess automatically, just knowing it, not knowing whether it was written for a specific reason to change the cast, you kind of have to wonder why even change something if it's not broken.
But we have to like address the fact that this Ghostbusters is now the all-female cast Ghostbusters. So I think that's the biggest gripe the internet has against the film. To be fair, it's also about the quality of the trailer itself. So it's not just the female cast, it's also the way the film is represented in the trailers. I mean, we don't know if the film is going to be good or not, but judging from the trailer, it raised a few eyebrows apparently.
Also, just the writing has changed a lot, which you can see like blatantly from the trailer. And the first one being a lot more darker and kind of, I don't know, more wit, I guess, like more clever jokes.
A lot more dry humor, I would say.
Yeah, exactly.
More...
Yeah, exactly. And it could be the style of humor, because I feel like you can also compare the cast members who, large amount of them came from SNL. I think half the cast of the first one and 3 of the cast members from this 2016 reboot come from SNL. And so you can actually almost see the development of humor in pop culture, which is interesting. And maybe just our taste has become so bad, and that's why people are angry, because they're being like fed what they watch every Saturday night.
Will you promise to laugh even if it's not funny? Because we need the support. We've got a great show. We've got, well, it's an American show. We'll be right back.
So this film is directed by Feig. He's done previous films like Bridesmaid and Spy. I don't think they're in any sense of the word perfect films, but they have really good comedic parts, I would say. And Kristen Wiig is also in Bridesmaid, and she was really good in that. And I enjoyed both of these films on some level.
Yeah.
But the thing is, this kind of humor works for Ghostbusters.
The tone totally changes in that sense, and I guess people who are really fans, and because it's a franchise from the 80s, you have people that are really wanting to stick with that. But is that the point of a reboot too? You know, like, are you just gonna make the same thing? Star Wars. You know, and although it's good for the fans in the end, are you wanting to see the same thing again, you know? So I guess it's interesting that the studio wanted to do that, I guess, and try something new.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh, did you want to?
Sorry, I'll let you.
Next time. Okay.
Let's talk about the fact that does misogyny exist in geek culture?
Yeah, I mean, yes.
It does. It clearly
does.
Like, even as a geek like me, I can say like there are people in geek culture who just don't want women to be in the leading roles. Some of them, like, but then you have such strong characters as Ripley in Alien, you know, like that part was written for a man, but then was taken over by a woman and was much better by a woman protagonist.
I think that women are objectified 90% of the time in geek culture. It's just the way it is. And with things of changing the whole cast to female, I mean, yeah, do we need to do that? I think there's a lot of strong female roles like Tomb Raider we were talking about earlier.
I think that's the problem I have with the trailer. Like, this didn't need it to be a Ghostbusters film, you know? They're not doing anything clever with it. Like, there's no clever twist that they have. Like, oh, we have female characters and now we're gonna do something interesting.
Yeah.
No, it's just like you could replace them with any person and just they'll have the same lame jokes that they have in the trailer.
Yeah, it depends how it would be written and whether they justified it. I mean, if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna make a switcheroo and suddenly make Cinderella a male figure, like you're gonna have to justify that
Yeah,
in
exactly.
that reason, like because the story, as old as time, is written that way for a reason, and for the reason of morals at the time or ideologies at the time.
This goes without question that I didn't like the 2 trailers, and I am not pumped up to watch the film.
Yeah.
But with that being said, I do feel geek culture has this very strong no girls allowed club, where basically they will hate anything that has strong female characters in them, and I think it's time that things change, you know.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, this is not the trailer that would change it, because it's
You can see the reception.
it's just bad.
Cancer.
That's the problem. I don't have anything against the female cast. It's just the quality of the trailer does not portray truly what Ghostbusters is about.
Got your stick? Hold! Beat him up! Smoke it! Make him hard!
Like, one of the biggest differences I find is the visual aspect of the film. Like, they're both very different visually looking films.
Mm-hmm.
The first one had ghosts that were semi-scary,
Mm-hmm.
and it had a very dark tone but very dry humor from Bill Murray,
Mm-hmm.
and very cleverly written jokes. But this one seems more like an amusement park, you know, like they're too
Yeah.
colorful, flashy, and the jokes about like the goo going in her butt crack or something, and
Yeah.
like I don't
Keep
know.
it classy, ladies.
They can do better. I love these female comedians, Kristen Wiig, Melissa McCarthy. They're both really good
They're very
comedians.
strong, yeah. But I feel like that's also a choice by the director, maybe, in the style of humor, which we've maybe seen in Bridesmaids and worked for Bridesmaids and Spy as well. Like Melissa McCarthy had a really strong role and created this great humor with it. But maybe it was a fault then in the choice of director, because we've seen his work and we like his work for what it is, but maybe mixing that with something that has this comes from a different kind of humor and a different kind of undertone.
No, Megan. No! Look away! Megan, no! Look away!
Not just the misogyny from some of the parts of geek culture, you also have a lot of feminists who basically blame men or people in general, like they just hate the trailers because it has all female cast and nothing to do with the quality of the trailer itself.
Yeah. I think that's a problem when you see comments like we read where it talks about emasculating men, when it's like, yeah, we're not trying to emasculate, we're just trying to gain equality. But I think that also feminists being vocal about that, it just creates the clashing of the two. And I don't know if it's the smartest way to go about it. I think, like I said, maybe it would have been more productive to have a mixed cast, you know? And maybe
That would have been great.
yeah, maybe the feminists are like, yeah, but it's all female, and it's like, yeah, that's great, but it's not helping our cause in the end, you know?
It's not doing anything clever with it. Like,
No, and that's the thing, and they're saying, maybe some feminists are saying, yeah, but you just hate it because it's all female. It's like, yeah, well, I don't know, maybe it just wasn't executed well also.
Except you girls, I think you can handle it.
Oh, good. Thanks.
but the biggest problem I find is not even with misogyny in geek culture or feminism. It has to do with Hollywood itself and their nature of taking 80s and 90s franchises and rebooting them for no apparent reason other than, you know, just people go like, hey, I know Ghostbusters, I'm gonna go watch this film. It also kind of shows like how Hollywood is running out of original ideas. They just go for something that's always been pre-established and they just want to grab money out of it. Like, it's
Well, I
like
mean,
a cash cow.
Disney's doing it now with live action films.
Yeah,
And they're
exactly.
taking all the animated ones and just redoing it, and yeah.
to its defense, Jungle Book I liked. I thought it was a
Yeah.
good film. But it does bother you. Like, I don't want to see 10 sequels of Star Wars. I don't want to keep watching just Marvel films, even though I like Marvel films. I would like people to support original ideas so the film industry can be creative, you know?
Oh, hell no, the devil is a liar!
One last question. Will you go watch this film based on the trailers? Would you go in the cinema and watch it?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
No. It didn't convince me.
Yeah, and that's apparently that's what a trailer is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you believe that this looks good, I'm gonna go watch it in cinema.
Yeah.
It is happening. Ready or not, here we go.
What can we expect from it? Anything interesting?
4 very, very funny performers in the leads, and Ghost will be busted.
For me, the smartest thing to do is wait for the reviews, and if the reviews are good, maybe I'll consider go watching it. But other than that, I don't want to pay money for something that I'm not interested in watching. Why make a video and rant about something that you know you're going to hate? So
Yeah. So this might be the only review from Bucket List on Ghostbusters.
So what did you guys think of the trailer? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Are you gonna go watch this film, or do you think we're being too harsh on it? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please click the like button and subscribe to our channel. Yeah?
Yeah, subscribe.
Yeah, and we'll see each other next time then. Bye.
Get out of my friend, Ghost! Ow, that's gonna leave a mark. The